Yo, what up? It's your boy Trey back again. Ready to play some more AI, the Somnium Nirvana initiative. Um, I don't even remember what I was doing last time. I know we were inside dude's mind, and we found out. Oh, he found out he was connected to the people and stuff. So we went to their place. So, just like to say thanks to everybody who off the journey. Drops any likes, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you. I appreciate you. And let's do it.
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way.
The Bat's 490 code. I solved it.
The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality.
If he's willing to lie about one thing, he's willing to lie about everything.
Okay then, let's begin.
The experiment worked! Oh, happy Shikara.
Why would they make something like this indoors?
It was cool.
Who knows?
And it's soothing. If I was rich and famous and I had the money to do that, I would do it.
That's the non-upal X, the symbol of knives.
Non-upal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Non-upal is the 9th.
So non-upal X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
Did you know that Nizadlaws is derived from 9-exed lozenge? Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other words, Nizadlaws means the 9 X's of the diamond.
Like I said, if I could, I would do it. Just because it'd be cool. Or it's something I would want it. I mean, they have small ones that you can put in your house. They're not the same. I mean, about the best that a normal person probably could ever ask for.
Yeah, but I'm also her bodyguard.
Oh, partially
I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year. He was a piece of human garbage. I slugged him in the face and resigned. Then ended up here thanks to an acquaintance introducing me.
Are you talking about the dude from the other gang?
Something funny. There, I said it. Your badge.
That's something phony.
What is this?
Ooh.
Vaudeville routine? That wasn't funny at all.
I was only hired recently. I don't know much about it, really. It was a heat of the moment thing, but I ended up quitting my job. I don't regret punching that scumbag, but... what am I going to do now? I've got 10 children to think about. What? A job? With the conditions I requested? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do anything, as long as it's not illegal.
And still, that's a lot of children.
I had a very hard time finding the place. After all, NICE is a secret organization hidden from the public.
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would have been out of luck.
Even after I got inside the building, it wasn't easy. The guards, the security gates... If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
Anyway, I was surprised. I had heard of NICE, the secret organization, but I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us. Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space. But that's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. NICE is a perfectly legitimate ideological society. Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world. This is one such branch. This is a common misconception, but NICE is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding of the universe.
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something. That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfections, edges, or seams. To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel, and a hole will be created. Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated. That is our ultimate goal.
This old hag has completely lost it.
The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
You will someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
What is that?
It's a hand sign we use. It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
Wow.
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Well, yes.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokkiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
So she has an alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
I'm guessing we have to keep doing that to really ignore her. Well,
Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed, I had my subordinates create that video. BATS 490 was an ARG, just a game. But there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it. The purpose was to recruit them into NICE.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to NICE. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate BATS 490.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say on that alone.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Shikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see. Shikara is a former member of NICE, though this was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from NICE. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society. Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that NICE created BATS 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from NICE. By the way,
or you
would
figured
you
it out.
mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyer?
Freyer?
I am asking the person within you.
What?
I will ask you one more time. Are you a Freyer?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Ryuki.
As I thought. Then you've realized this world is fictional. Am I correct? How strange. Then that would mean you're not a Freyer after all.
What is a Freyer? Frey. Frey. Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokkiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Miss Shigure, are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video. The word Frey being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
That
Well,
can't be
somebody
just a
associated with y'all.
coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams. The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
What?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with low credibility.
Yes, exactly. However, the story doesn't end there. When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened. Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship. Does that sound familiar?
You mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
It isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokkiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey, come on. I told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Jeez. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it!
Okay. What the? Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio De Vita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Alright, let's start looking around.
Okay, so they added a new mode to this game. Huh, interesting. Allows you to walk around the scene altogether without information, powers vision, and everything. Okay. Change the special mode, you can realize there's no time limit, that's good.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th. Based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point. It should take more time to get to the stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors, someplace warm.
Getting a better look at it, it looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers. A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it. By the way, CNTs are extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel. Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
That way. Over by that red lamp.
Interesting. What about the red lamp?
What's this?
It's the light switch.
The CNT is tied to it. Wow, I can switch to X-ray mode too.
That's because I've gathered all data from the scene.
That's not weird at all. Whole bunch of mannequins.
Looks like it's there so the performers can check how they look on screen.
Really? Oh. Probably look at the sign and just keep grabbing his
I wonder
body.
how deep this sign is embedded.
What do we do at times like these?
Right, the X-ray.
The heck?
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's, you know what?
Couldn't you have compared it to a fishhook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. A signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
What's this? There's something inside the body.
Three things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus. This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily. The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
Well, somebody turned his body into a big bomb. A thermite bomb.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep. Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
That's the switch that powers the lighting.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something else. An electric kettle?
Maybe if someone turned on this kettle while the studio was using its maximum amperage.
But the breaker didn't trip. There must be some other way.
There were bundled CNTs tied to the body. They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No, but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
Beams were damaged, the culprit dropped it above, and CNT attached to the pulleys.
The culprit must have been hiding up in the ceiling, and when the time was right, they dropped the corpse.
A simple answer, but no. I've already confirmed that no one was up there. Can you think of some other way?
Rigor mortis?
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down. Now, for the final question. Why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode.
All the stuff inside of it.
It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
All right, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you
Okay.
mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Actor?
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator. Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting, so keep that in mind.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor! Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But
Wow.
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Academy Award.
Academy.
Like the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started! Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse.
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I am an amateur.
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now. Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well, it was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT,
How
were
the
tied to the
guts,
body.
the bomb and
The
stuff not fall
CNT went
out
up the
though.
beams and extended downward.
So no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon! It needs to be soft and squishy! Like an octopus!
This scene makes no sense. I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it!
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives. And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion!
Cut! Good work! I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary.
Me either, but okay.
It all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't. Though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
Is there anything else to, like, thingy or click on? Nope. Just you.
The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours. The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
It didn't fall on somebody.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon. That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT. So, to wrap it all up, the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search for the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean... the director? Shinpei Wagai?
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS. He's in Akihabara right now. At the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Alright, here we go back to the Maid Cafe. I knew you were going to be going here eventually.
There he is!
Ah, shit!
Oh my god!
Damn!
The crap? Oh, I was supposed to sit down. Oh.
Ryuki!
Oops.
Ryuki!
Really? I thought it was click, not down. Did he just do that? That's kind of crazy. Is he doing Matrix stuff now? Dodging bullets? I guess with the eye, he should be able to do that, right? That made you deaf. Oh.
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here!
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it!
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should be here soon.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail! That's why I accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said... So me and the staff haven't met this terror guy at all. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah, let's go.
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics, Chikara Horodori.
No, what? It can't be.
Okay, that wasn't weird at all. Oh, we're here
Mr.
too.
Date told me about this shrine. This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park. It's just calming here.
I see.
Tama,
Using a lot of
do
assets.
you mind
I
giving
see.
me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks.
You're right.
Let's start then. It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set. Ryuki, can you not rub your face on it?
I'm not!
That sounds disgusting. Your face on it. That.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that it
Look like a
has
joke.
no guts!
Wow.
What?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
Hmm.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th, right around the time we were meeting with Tokkiko.
So right after we let him go.
Looks like there aren't any other clues here. Well, satisfied?
The big question is how they split them in half.
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokkiko, can it? Tokkiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
But something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokkiko is involved somehow. Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's possible.
I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking.
We'll just say, why not check anything?
I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Chimpei.
In any case, let's go see Tokkiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Or they both like look at each other silently and stuff like. Sounds like she has questions of why she wants to go there.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Okay.
Not really. She's a kind woman. But I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something. As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties. I have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Gag.
These aren't sunglasses. It's a fairy's black bra.
What a
What?
degenerate.
As you know, this is the president's office at the NICE Japan branch.
The world is full of rubbish. Such things should all be washed away. That was my thinking when I designed this room.
You designed it?
Yes, the flow of water cleanses one's heart, just like the flow of time. No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible. We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
That we just
Mr.
going
Ryuki,
and saw all her
it appears as though there's been
beliefs?
some misunderstanding. We of NICE have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if NICE is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video. What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join NICE in it? I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes. I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokkiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and NICE are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps NICE and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that NICE and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades. We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what NICE believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
Mafia.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie. By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon, only what observers see and experience. Take the measurement problem in quantum theory. It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double-slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed. For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave. Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite. I see. Then let us leave it at that.
Oh, I didn't get you to the other options.
In any case, there is no denying that the simulation theory is true. But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality, because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself. We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles, like reincarnation, or even bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Okay, that shit is freaky.
Has this woman lost it? Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokkiko.
Yeah. Let's check with WingSync.
You think that's gonna do anything?
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokkiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through WingSync.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind. Using a regular sync.
You think they're gonna let us take her? Oh, they did, okay. I'm afraid to go in that chick's mind. Who knows what's in there?
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from Boss.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you... Oh, fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal? Look, Ryuki, please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then, let's begin.
Her office.
I wonder if this is the Nye's president's room. It's really white, though.
Let's make an acronym poem with the letters for Nyes.
Where the hell is this coming from?
N!
Okay. N. Not that I know why.
A!
Angry.
I.
Incoming?
X!
Shingu River Ray.
Not that I know why. Angry incoming Shingu River Ray. The Shingu River Ray. Such a kind animal.
Angered by humans polluting waterways, I guess. Somnium scan, activate!
It's just 3. Oh, it's easier, or shouldn't be as bad.
This is such a quiet place. So empty and blank.
Maybe that's Tokkiko's mental state. Pretty eccentric. Hopefully we can find something here.
Looks like we can only interact with that ripped up book.
Right. Let's investigate.
A book of Nai's teachings. Why is it ripped in half?
Does it say anything?
Yeah, just one phrase. The intersection between the warp and weft. The rest is ripped off.
I remember Tokkiko saying something like that.
The intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur. Right?
I wonder what she meant by that.
Who knows? Why don't you join Nai's to find out? Anyway, that's about all that we can get from this book.
I got stuff coming off of her.
That's... When did this get here? This wasn't here earlier.
What does it say?
That's where the seam can occur. Combining it with the book from earlier, the intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur.
That's exactly what Tokkiko said. If it's coming out in her Somnium, it must hold some significance.
That's just what we saw in the wing sink.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I don't like it. I don't know, maybe it's just Tama. I don't like her outfit. I prefer, well, it's just a black version of Alba's outfit, so was that water actually deep? I didn't realize that water was deep. I thought it was at the shallows and all the same. These things seem to start off easier now.
I can't really make out what happened, though.
And they get harder.
I did see Gen, I think.
It was just really chaotic.
Maybe the key to solving this Somnium has to do with what we found in the Nice book.
The intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur. That will help us? I don't know about that. I don't see how that will help us right now.
I don't think it's completely unrelated, but...
The next suspicious thing is...
Do you see anything?
Seems a lot deeper. It was pretty shallow earlier.
Let's dive in!
What? dive. Here?
Yeah. Where else would I be talking about?
But it's really deep. And Red, what if there's an angry Shingu River Ray in there?
Enough with the complaining. You don't even need to breathe. It'll be fine. Go for it.
Fine. Why do you always gain this weird confidence during sinks?
It's probably a little bit of people's personality leading something. Oh, there's underwater movement in this. How cute.
That was surprising. All of a sudden, we're out of the water.
We fell from up there.
But we ended up in the same room. Oh look, the book again.
Let's check it out.
This one's not ripped. Just another single phrase. Where the black light gathers, sadness is born.
Where the black light gathers. Whoa, skulls? Why is Tokkiko thinking about this?
Wait, I sense something.
Oh, we gotta pick the right one.
What is this thing? Huh. They're not doing anything. With this and the skulls, this is getting really creepy all of a sudden.
Maybe that's the black. Let's just search the room for now.
Yeah, if we can't find anything, we'll reread the book and think through our options again. It's a skull. It's normal-sized.
It's an adult skull. What is it doing here?
A small skull. There's nothing suspicious about it.
That is cool. I think I'm supposed to get the ones in the shadow.
A skull. It looks ordinary.
Is Tokkiko into skulls?
Knowing her, I wouldn't be surprised if her house was filled with them.
All the ideas are poured into her writings and her additional strong.
This one is bigger and misshapen.
Again?
He looks like he's in pain. Why?
Huh?
Okay. Told
disappeared. I wonder what the relationship between Tokkiko and Gen is.
What was that?
Ryuki, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like the book was the hint. Where the black light gathers, sadness is born.
After the sync, we need to ask Tokkiko about Gen.
Did you see that? It became Shoma for a split second. Maybe Tokkiko is related to him as well.
Why Shoma? Tama, make chase! Throw yourself in the water!
You make it sound like I'm committing suicide. Okay, here I go.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Oh, this one's underwater.
It's the same room again. But this time, the room itself is underwater too.
If this is the same as earlier, there has to be something related to Shoma.
Okay, I was wondering if there was it looked like there was a title. Not
Where
title.
the water and ideas flow, love is born.
More metaphors, huh? It must be some
Swell
kind of
waves.
hint, like last time.
Hi.
It's a hand. And this.
The non-equal X symbol.
I remember Tokkiko mentioning it.
I'm curious about the water and ideas flow part.
Anyway, let's check inside.
Yeah, if we get stuck, we can read the hint again and figure it out. Is this? How should I check? High five?
When in Rome. How about making the same hand sign?
Oh, am I
I
supposed
don't
to
think
do the
this
right
is
one?
right.
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
Right. I remember Tokkiko doing it with an O face and her legs wide open.
No, she didn't.
I think that's the right one. Yeah.
Huh? The light is gone. Maybe we did something wrong?
Anyway, let's check the others.
No, I don't just. It's a waste of 6 seconds.
Huh?
Anyway.
That one looks right too, I think.
Nothing is happening.
Maybe this isn't it.
Dig deeper, it seems Tokkiko is something.
Huh? The light is gone. Maybe we did something wrong.
Anyway, let's...
4 minutes remaining.
That weird angle, I can't really tell. Yeah, that was the right thing.
No reaction.
Try doing it.
Let's inspect the...
I don't particularly understand this one. They all look like they're doing the same hand symbol. And then some of them work, some of them it doesn't.
This world is a mirror. Do you understand?
Was that Tokiko's voice?
It sounded like she was talking to someone. If we don't know, we should...
Nope.
Maybe we do the hand?
Maybe.
Okay.
This one's been up before, right?
Huh? The light is gone.
Anyway.
Where the water and ideas flow, love is born. What does where the water and ideas flow mean?
This room is submerged, kind of like those leads.
I've never...
Oh, right. Anyway.
So if we...
Well, it's the...
You have 3 minutes left. Get it together, Ryuki.
Oh, this one?
Too bright!
It's silent.
Tokiko's voice?
I wonder who she's talking to.
No, I think this one flows this way. Oh! It saves me time by not moving. Haha.
Let's transform. transcend this world together.
Wait, she must be talking to
Ryuki, look! Outside the window.
Shoma?
What's going on?
Might have wasted too much time here.
So she does have a relationship with Shoma.
Maybe what we heard earlier was for Shoma too.
Love is born.
Let's think about it later. Look at that.
The heck? It's like people being pulled to a watery doom.
It looks painful.
I have a bad feeling about this. Follow it.
What, 2 minutes left? No, 2.5 minutes.
It's the same room again, but vertical?
This is really messing with my sense of balance. How far does this room even go?
Another book. Hopefully this is the last.
It says, when the eyes are met, death is born.
Death? Tokkiko is getting more and more suspicious.
Maybe our focus should be on Nice. The book and an eyeball.
Do you think that's what is meant by eyes are met?
Maybe it's talking about me.
You are an eyeball. Tama, why don't you lock eyes with it?
Are you trying to kill me? It said death is born.
Then, when the eyes are met is... a big eyeball. What is going on inside her head that would make this appear?
Like I said, that old woman is crazy. So what's it gonna be?
And spin. I set the eyes to face each other.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
It's a red book of nice teachings.
It has an eye symbol.
It's filled with eyes.
If we turn it around, something will happen. Do it!
No, I should have left it.
And there.
Nothing is happening.
Huh?
Huh? You were the one who said to do it.
Huh?
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 I'm sorry.
Did it flip back around? So weird.
The red book. This book is closed. I'm gonna open it. There are eye symbols on the left and right pages.
That's it?
Yep.
It might be related to when the eyes are met, death is born.
Can open it?
An eyeball.
They changed the way this system worked for like using those. Do you have to select them first and then do that?
Is this what eyes meeting means?
I only know what 2 of those things are, so. Or 3, maybe.
A red book.
This times 2, does that mean?
Got it.
Ah, okay.
So, did we make the eyes meet?
The philosopher's also says emotion. Most. Is it up? Why did you go up? Okay.
A red book.
If we turn it around, something.
Oh! No, I didn't mean to do that. I wasted a couple of seconds. I have to close it.
Huh?
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 You have less than a minute left.
A red
Hurry!
book. Got it.
Well, at least I'll be able to come back and do this a little faster.
do it.
I have enough time.
A new book.
When the eyes are met, death is born. Tama, let's check that out too.
It's a new book of nice teachings. This time, it's closed.
No.
Okay. Nothing has happened.
It's kind of.
It's another red book.
I'm trying to use these, and they keep messing me up.
A mirror.
Watch you move off the building.
What was that?
So many people. What is Tokkiko thinking?
I don't think I have enough time. I don't think I have enough time with all of the stuff this thing. I wasted too much time on the first level, or the second section.
So you want me to dive in again?
Tama!
2 seconds. Unless this ends it.
I thought I was gonna fall forever.
You got some balls, Tama.
Thanks. But there's nothing here.
Doesn't look like we can learn anything here.
Hmm? That's... At the end of an incomplete world, truth is born.
Okay. Well, this game has definitely got a lot more freaky, or just weird.
That's...
Malleable X. There's something there.
Let's go.
What is
It's
that
almost
about?
time.
Huh? Tokkiko.
All the time. Alright, I wasted way too much time.
Let's just
Maybe the key...
I don't know.
I don't...
The next...
Do you see anything?
I go back too far? I think I did.
That was a...
We fell from up there.
Oh, look!
I think I went back too far. Or maybe
This
not.
one's not just where
the...
Hmm?
Maybe...
Ryuki,
Yeah,
you
did
have
okay.
5
I
minutes
did that
remaining.
without hesitating that time. Alright, I get the picture.
Anyway.
I guess every one of these was wasting 5 seconds, right?
How should I...
When in...
This world.
What's that?
It sound...
I don't want to use that. Not when you actually pay attention and you know what to do. This stuff is so much faster. Oh, that was 6 seconds.
Ryuki!
I don't know. That was probably, if each one was 5, there was 3.
What's going
Plus
on?
the book, that's 20 seconds versus me talking to every single one of them, and it was like...
So she does.
Maybe.
Yeah, I got a whole 100 seconds more this time. 100 seconds?
4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I think when I was coming down here last time, he said like I had like 2.5 seconds. I think. So yeah, I saved like almost 100 seconds by just knowing what I had to click on.
Like I said, so what's. It's a red book.
It has an.
Got it.
You have 3 minutes left. Get it together, Ryuki.
Oh shoot, I meant to. Are we trying to take off the stupid? I'm gonna take down some of the stuff. I believe 9 seconds.
Got it.
I've almost solved this whole thing this time, and this is what I came into the room with last time, and I still made some mistakes. So that's good, right?
This.
It's a new book this time.
Did I choose last time? Flip? Wouldn't let me use the thing on it. Alright, she watches the people fall. Then eventually the water drains out the room. And there. I don't know if that tells us that there's a hidden exit that way. In her room. And then we drop down. What's times 9 mean? That means there's times 9 be. How do you want to use the negative ones though?
Thought I was gonna fall forever.
Alright, go back to where we were.
At the end of an ink.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, this game's getting so much weirder than the old one was. I get this. If you were going into people's psyches, it would be weird, right?
There's something there.
Let's go.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
So this is the point I was at and I had no seconds left. Oh, why is that so far away? There was no way I was gonna make it with the time I had before.
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
It's a good thing I reset it. Dude, I made it into this room just now with knowing everything. That was how much time I had left when I started this whole section.
I'm going to open it. Is it some kind of planning sheet? It says Nirvana Initiative.
The Nirvana Initiative.
No good. There's too much blacked out.
Come on, isn't there anything else?
Ryuki, we're almost out of time.
Wait, try reading more of it.
Pewter, please.
Nope, you know what happens if you stay in too long, y'all. Swap bodies. Who wants to explain that to the lady? She really said she know you was in a simulation then. True enlightenment.
Miss Shigure, I've taken a look inside your mind, using this machine.
Didn't explain to her that y'all could possibly swap bodies.
You don't have to explain. The images shown in Somnium are all displayed here in the control room. Tokkiko Shigure is not a suspect.
So we have to release her. I guess we have no choice.
I haven't seen her. She probably hasn't arrived at Abyss HQ yet.
This is the first time we get to look around in this room. There's really not much in here. But again, I guess you wouldn't want much in here.
Do you know someone named Gen Ishiagane? He appeared in your dream. Shoma Enda. I know you know about him. Can you tell me about your relationship with him? The Nirvana Initiative. Is it some sort of plan?
Yeah, she ain't say nothing.
It seems you have many questions for me, but I apologize. I'm afraid I have prior engagements. Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight? I would be happy to share more information with you then. Now, if you'll excuse me.
About to enlighten us?
Wait, where's Pewter?
He went to see Tokkiko off.
I see. So, what do I do now?
Figure that out yourself. We already did that yesterday. No more for a while.
Why not? Come on, just a little bit.
You think this is a damn joke? Don't make me sentence you to a panting!
A what? Is
What is that?
that like the thing they do where they catch bulls and put panties on them?
I'll become a major leaguer.
Yeah, good luck with that.
In that Somnium earlier, Gen appeared. And Shoma did too.
So Tokkiko definitely knows them. And yet...
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
Tama.
That made friendship hours, lady.
A little past 1300. We have
Yeah,
almost
business
9
hours
whole
either.
hours until the appointed time.
Anyway, let's talk to Gen and Shoma. Where are they now?
Well... I can't track down either of them. Either their phones are out of battery, their GPS is off, or they're somewhere without any signal.
Then we'll have to take a guess. Maybe Shoma is at school.
No, he hasn't been there in a while.
He hasn't been going to school?
It seems not.
Well, I'll get to that later. So then Shoma must be at home. Or...
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too.
At the rooftop amusement park at Misatan.
Gen is probably at his restaurant, or the warehouse district at the port. He once told me he loves the warehouse district, and that he goes there all the time to look at the sea.
So we have 4 destinations to check. Let's get moving.
Alright, last word before we go. What should you do if the other guy attacks it? And breathe. Okay. Alright, I don't know what to say to that. Alright, guys. Lots of like. Alright, why is it like. Oh, because that's where the mouse is. Alright, guys, that is going to be it. Just like to say thanks to anybody who joined me along for the journey. Drop any likes, subscribe, any comments. Thank you, I appreciate you. And if you didn't, would you kindly go down to the bottom and drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what you think. And don't forget to hit that bell button, because if you don't, YouTube won't let you know that I posted anything. And I will see you guys later. I am Ugga.